Welcome to this week's edition of the Women's Basketball Report. Here now with head coach Peter Cinella. Coach, your team is coming off a season-opening victory over Rutgers-Newark. 97 points, so it was the most points in quite a few years for the team. Just talk about your overall thoughts on the performance in that opening night.
Well, it's good opening night victory. We got to play 13 players, got to play all double-digit minutes, and everybody scored and everybody contributed. And that's how we're going to play this year. We're going to play 10, 11, 12 players and really rotate people in and try and press and run. And we shot a lot of threes. So I was happy with how we forced 31 turnovers, 21 steals is the most we've had in many years. And I really liked how we moved the ball around and had 21 assists.
Yeah, you mentioned those statistics. It was a pretty evenly spread scoring distribution. Just talk about one thing that most impressed you about getting that win in that night.
Well, just how they played so hard for 40 minutes. Players were rotating in and out, and everybody came in with great energy, and people were ready to go the minute they subbed in, and that's kind of how we got to play. You're going to play for 3-4 minutes, and then a new player's coming in, and you really got to be ready to go. And we had some people. I think Elise Graham hit a three within maybe 30 seconds. She checked in the game. Jenna Clark hit a three right when she checked in. So players got to be ready to do that. Come in, play your game.
Yeah, now along with that, you had some players made some big debuts. Makayla Thompson had 14 points and 6 steals. Her 14 points were the most by a freshman in their debut since 2006. It was Cherie had 7 rebounds. Madison Stanley had 6 points. Lindsay Mack had 3 three-pointers. Just talk about their debuts and what they were able to contribute to the floor.
Yeah, we had some players really step up and have good games. Rachel Niles started at the point. I really think Maddy Stanley played some really good minutes for us last night. Makayla Thompson, 14 points, 6 steals. That's her defensive energy and presence is tremendous. We really feel like she can defend, at any position on the perimeter. Lindsay Mack is one of our key three-point shooters. She hit, 3 big threes. And, Cherie is one of our main forces down low, 7 rebounds. And, we really feel like she can give us a strong presence inside.
Yeah, now moving to your next opponent Friday, you take on Lafayette here in the Rothman Center. They were a team that reached 11 wins last year. It was their most in a few seasons. But just talk about what you can expect out of that Leopards team coming here to the Rothman Center.
And Lafayette's a really good team. They played a lot of people tough. Their record can easily be reversed this year. Defensively, they're very strong. They're probably the biggest team we play the rest of the season. They're big front line, but they also have some big wings. They shoot a high three-point percentage, but it's really a team that they're 4 and 5. They're post game, inside out, high low. They both can shoot. They both can post up. So they have a lot of good inside weapons. So it's a team, traditional basketball team with 2 low post players, which is unique in today's game, and just a big defensive-minded team. They run their system well, very well coached.
Yeah, now lastly, you had a lot of success in that game on Tuesday. Just how are you able to keep that momentum heading into Friday and be able to continue playing how you've been?
Well, it's good. A lot of people played well last night, so there's a lot of confidence. And now you kind of just got to move on. We won't even really talk about that game. We got 2 days to get ready for Lafayette, and we're just trying to refocus right here and get back to business, improving some things we got to work on.
Thank you for your time today, Coach.
Thank you.
Joining us now on the Women's Basketball Report is sophomore Madison Stanley. Maddy, you started in the game Tuesday against Rutgers-Newark, and you finished with 10 points. It was your career high in 10 points. Just talk about how you were able to do so well on the floor on Tuesday night.
We passed the ball a lot around, and we all shared the ball, and we're all just keep moving and running the offense. So it was just with the flow of the game, so it was easy.
Yeah, and you guys came out, you had 97 points. It was a big victory for you guys. Just talk about how important that was to get that first win in the first game of the season.
It was very important. It's just always like our focus is on the game that we're playing tonight. So it was really important that we started off well, and it was a good win.
Yeah, defensively too, you guys caused 30-plus turnovers. Just you were causing havoc on that end. Just talk about how you guys were able to work so well as a unit on defense.
Our press was very good, and we were very aggressive, and we were really eager to get right up in them. And I think a lot of our guards did really good with the steals, so it was really good.
Yeah, now you guys hope to carry that momentum into Friday against Lafayette. Just talk about what it's going to take to be able to come away with a victory in that game.
We still just have to come out fired up and aggressive on defense and get a bunch of rebounds and just play our game.
Thank you for your time today, May.
Thank you.
Joining us now is freshman Makayla Thompson. Makayla, your first collegiate game was Tuesday against Rutgers-Newark. Just talk about being able to step on the court in a game atmosphere for the first time.
My ability to be on the floor for the first time, it was actually an amazing experience, and I'm glad that I have such a great group of team that, like, when I first started off my game, I was a little nervous, and then as they just saw how nervous I was, they helped pick me up, and I ended up playing a great game. So just to be able to play my first year is just great.
Yeah, and you finished the game with 14 points and 6 steals, both led the team. Your 14 points were the most by a Knights freshman since 2006. Just talk about just being able to accomplish all that on the floor on Tuesday night.
That was honestly a great accomplishment. I didn't know that was actually going to happen. I just came in here knowing that I was going to play my game. I know that defense is my strongest my strongest aspect of my game. So when I came out here, it was just defense, 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 and luckily for me, it translated into offense.
Yeah, now you guys played pretty well on the night overall. You had a lot of your fellow classmates do very well on their debuts as well. Just for the team atmosphere and being able to get that first win, just talk about how important that was for you guys to start off on a good note.
It was definitely great for us. It's our most important game of the season because it's honestly our first game of the season. And just seeing how well we play together, how our chemistry is, different groups out there, it was honestly great. And I'm hoping that Friday we just carry the same momentum in.
Yeah, and on Friday you do play Lafayette here in the Rothman Center. Just what's it going to take for you guys to be able to get the win in that game?
Honestly, it's just going to keep us, the energy stay high, defensive intensity, and just sticking together because in a basketball game, another team's going to go on runs, we're going to go on runs, but our ability to have mental toughness and stick together is just going to carry us through Friday.
Thank you for your time today, Makayla.
Thank you.
That'll do it for this week's Women's Basketball Report. You can catch the Knights here in the Rothman Center at 7 p.m. on Friday, November 9th against Lafayette. That game will be streamed live on NEC Front Row. For more on the FDU Women's Basketball team and all the Knights athletics teams, check out FDUKnights.com.